Yo, what's good, y'all? This is Doug E. Fresh.
Hey, Redman is in the building. You already know.
Hey guys, this is Emily Peachy.
Shout out, man, to Worldwide Collaborations, man.
I want to shout out Worldwide Collaborations, LLC.
Shout out to the Worldwide Collaborations, LLC.
World movement, beyond thousands of movements.
The world movement, beyond thousands of movements.
All about representing each other together. So check this out.
What's up? You want to be a part of this? You want to be a part of the Worldwide Collaboration?
You guys should all be a part of Worldwide Collaboration.
Worldwide Collaborations, LLC. Check us out, man, and check what's going on, man. Word up. I have recently been choosing to be a spokesman and an ambassador, so you will see a lot more of me. Join the movement, man. It's beyond thousands of movements right now and talents put together, all about representing each other together.
I want to join, so I might see you there. All right, much success.
This is a worldwide collaboration song.
Yeah. Look, brainstorming, creative thinking, and new ideas, inventing inventions, representing.
Welcome back to another Star-Studded episode with the Chatterbox with King Jacob. I'm your host, King Jacob, and thank you for tapping into this Motivational Mondays, where we are highlighting some of the most extraordinary guests from all different regions of the country. And, you know, Motivational Monday, Mindful Mondays, Money Making Mondays, you know, Magnificent Mondays, you know, Mondays that new start, new week, new goals, new blessings, and just a fresh start to gain more resources to grow your brand and your business to the next level. So without further ado, we do have another star-studded guest, Miss Mika Smith out of Augusta, GA. You know how Pastor Troy said, ain't no more play in GA.
Correct.
You know already. So, welcome. How are you?
I am great. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you for coming onto the platform and tapping in with me. And so, before we get into your story and your journey, who is Mika Smith?
So, I am with Tamika. That's one of my Facebook's name. I am most call me a serial entrepreneur. I always knew when I was like younger, I was like, I don't want to be my own boss. I don't want to be nobody else. And which is, it's a journey, but I'm a mother. I have 5 children. They are 20, 16, 15, 14, and 9. And I just, last week was my last week actually working a 9 to 5. I just became a full-time entrepreneur. So that was a big step for me. But I'm also an author. But that's just, I'm down to earth. My goal is to uplift, motivate, and inspire. Like, I don't do the mean girls thing, you know, not be a gatekeeper. If I can help anybody, I will help them. If I have any knowledge that I can spread or share, I love to do it. Those that follow me on social media know I am a comedian all day. Those that know me know it's more behind the scenes. So, but that's me.
Okay. So being from Augusta, GA, how was that life growing up in Augusta, GA?
So I was in Augusta from birth till I was about 12. And then my mom got married. We moved to Florida. So I actually went to high school in Florida. I went to a couple of schools. I was middle school here. I went to Morgan Road. But when I graduated from high school, I came back home. So I came back home since I was 18. So
and so what part of Florida was that?
We were in Jacksonville.
Okay. Jacksonville, okay. Yeah. Duval County, of course. Okay. Right. So tell me more about how you got into being a couture and body specialist.
Oh,
you know, when you sent your bio and I seen that, I said she's a body specialist. So, and I know a lot of women and men, I would say, once they get older, they have insecurities about their body. And you know, I did watch a couple of your videos with the waist wrap and the shrink wrap, you know, that help people lose weight and stuff like that. And so What made you want to do this, and why did you feel that it was needed? It was in high demand. In high demand to do it.
So there is a story behind Rawbeautie in general. So I first started Rawbeautie itself in 2017. It started out a lip gloss line for my daughters because I was like, you know what? I don't want my girls to have to work. I want them to have their own business. So mid 2017, I in my spiritual journey, that's where Rawbeautie Botanical came. So I entwined everything together. I've kind of put the lip gloss aside now. That's coming back. So around 2021, 22, I started having my own kind of insecurity. Like, okay, I'm getting older. I don't have kids. This weight ain't going there. But I was like, I do not want to go under the knife. I was like, I'm not doing it. So I started to research body contouring. I joined a group and I got into it. I was like, okay, I'm going to try this on myself, not knowing that it would turn into a business for me. So the person that was like over the group, she became a mentor. I got more into it. I started taking the classes. I started taking the training. So I was like, okay, I can combine everything together because it's beauty to me. It's inside out. If you feel good on the inside, you feel good on the outside. So that's my main thing with my clients. When they come to me, I'm gonna put that spiritual aspect as well. Are you with yourself? Are you content with yourself? Are you at peace with yourself? Because you can be beautiful on the outside and ugly on the inside. So that's how I present it to them. And then I let them know, this is not a one-stop fix. It's not for everybody. So that's what made me want to, when my mentor started talking to us, she was like, let's take it to the next level because some of your clients get results, some don't. That's why I say it's deeper issues. She's like, okay, who wants to take phlebotomy? I jump on it because I'm like, I can say I'm always going to go. I'm a forever student. I love to learn. So I took the phlebotomy, and then she was like, I found out that medical assistants can do these type of injections. Who wants to take medical assistant? Like, you know what? I'm gonna take that too. So it was intriguing to me to learn because I would just sell you something that's not gonna work. I want to help you. So I don't want to do a service on you or sell you a service and you're not getting results and I'm just getting your money because you trust me. I actually want to help you. So that's why I went into actually learning. Like I say, even with the medical DNA, you can diet, but kale might not be good for you, or spinach might not be good for you. Pineapples might not be good for you, and you're eating this stuff. For telling you this, lose weight. So I wanted to actually learn and actually help. I help you.
Right. Hold on for 1 second. All right. Okay. Yeah, somebody was
Calling you.
calling me business, of course. So, so you became a medical assistant, a phlebotomist, and contouring body specialist. So, as you get into being a body specialist, how did you market yourself, and how did you kind of gain a lot of traction to get new clients for one, and then those reoccurring clients?
It was a task, honestly, because it's now as far as my area, it's probably 2 or 3 body contour specialists, but it's not like this is not a city where it's popular. So it's more like now in Atlanta, I can go to Atlanta and make a bag in like one day. But here it was something new. So I've done other things in within Augusta. So I already have like a following and a fan base. So it was kind of word of mouth. I was like, you promote this service for me. I did try the brand ambassador thing, and it works for a little while, then it stops. So mine became more of, because like I say, now I'm more freely on social media, but I'm sharing real life, y'all. So it was more, my business coach was like, okay, you've got to post content. So it was me getting those clients. Hey, I'll give you a discounted service. allow me to get before and after pictures, or if you allow me to record your service so people can actually see. So then within the past couple of months, I became my own brand ambassador, because how can I sell you something that I'm not using myself? So I started to market myself. So I started posting my before and afters. I actually go on the journey with my clients. We have a whole weight loss group that we're in. So now I take the journey with them. And like I said, I do my herbal research. I actually started to make products to assist my clients. So so they can see, okay, she has this. Okay, I've got a natural fat burner. You don't have to worry about your heart racing. I'll tell you everything that's in there. It's all from natural herbs. Okay, I have this cream that I made. It's gonna help you sweat. I just started to add more things to my brand that I could speak on and use myself. So that kind of helps. And then once they see the results, it's more word of mouth. It's word of mouth. They're like, so and so referred me to you. So and so referred me to you. So it took me about a good year to get there, but I got there. So.
Okay. And so how many clients would you say you have currently?
Reoccurring, I have about 20 that I see on a regular basis.
20 clients. Okay.
That are, and I get new ones all the time, so I really can't keep up with those. But those that are faithful to me, because a couple of months ago I actually did a case study. So I had people that signed up, so they're with me for 6 months.
Okay. So are there any type of workshops and classes that you kind of teach to help people get more understanding, or who people that may want to get into the business and better, so they can better explain the business, to family members and friends that they've been cool with for, 10, 15, 20 years?
I do. I have just started adding, I just added classes this year. I do one-on-one, so they can inbox me. I can go over them one-on-one, teach them. They'll get a book from me. They'll get everything they need. If they want machines, like if it's something they want to get into, I give them the vendors, everything for that. I also teach a workshop on setting up your own, even if you're not wanting to get into body contouring, if you wanting to get into, because I have a mobile laboratory. That's how I started. So I actually
back up. You said you got what?
I have a mobile laboratory. I'm clear waiver certified and all. I actually teach you how to get your own mobile lab. So if you want to do drug screening, DOT and non-DOT, I'm DOT certified ×2. If you want to do drug screening, even if you don't want to do blood work, but I also show you, if you open a mobile laboratory, you can hire a phlebotomist or medical assistant to do the work for you. I teach you how to get contracts with Quest, LabCorp, everything. So I teach workshops on that as well.
Okay. So we gonna stay right here for a minute. We just ain't gonna leave that, and you just say it like it ain't much, but we talking about a mobile laboratory.
Yes.
And we talking about getting contacts with Quest and LabCorp and
labs. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And so we talking about you having contracts with all the drug screening companies that send these products and stuff like that. Whether it's the swabs or the urine bottles or whatever you may have. So tell me about how you start this mobile lab and what was the process of getting those contracts.
So I started when I actually took my phlebotomy. Like I said, I have a great mentor. I'll tag Sabrina Lee all the time. She was like, okay, her goal is always multiple streams. And like I say, I have 5 children, so I want to teach everybody something, or all of them something. So with that, once you do not have to be a phlebotomist or a medical assistant to open a mobile lab. I will tell you that you can be a laboratory technician. When I teach my workshop, I walk you through the steps. I help you fill out your application and everything. So with that, you can just do drug screening. But if you do want to do blood draws and stuff, like I say, partner with a medical assistant or a phlebotomist. Being that I'm both now, I was just phlebotomist at the time, it was easier for me. But it gives you the clear waiver. It helps you to be able to accept Medicare and Medicaid. You're with the Department of Health in your city, in your area. The application is always the same. It's just sometimes the requirements are a little different, but I walk you through everything, submitting your application. If something's wrong, they'll send it back to you. We'll go over it. We'll fix it. It's hard, but it's not hard. And I say it easy now because it was a process for me to do it. But once I did it, I was like, okay, now that I got it, I can show somebody else to do it. That's like I say, I want everybody to be successful. It's so much And I'll say just us in the Black community that we don't know, that we have access to, but we're not willing to. I had to learn to pay for knowledge. All knowledge is not free.
Mm-hmm.
On YouTube a lot, but sometimes I need somebody to, okay, I'm gonna need you to show me this. So some things I still learn on my own, but I had to learn to pay for knowledge. Now I will share the knowledge that I learned. So I do drop free gems. Some things, okay, you're gonna have to pay me for, and it's still not expensive. Really, you're paying me for my energy. But it's really, it's not. It's the easy process, but it's not easy because you got to pay attention to detail. If I tell you to put something on line one, you got to put what I tell you to put on line one. So, one mistake, they're going to send the application back like, no, you can't do it. But
Okay. So with that being said, as far as the medical assistant, for people who don't know that may be watching, what all do a medical assistant do? What all do they have access to as far as medically?
So medical assistants, they can do everything. As a medical assistant, you get literally every training. You're a couple of steps away from a nurse. I'll put it that way. Like you get phlebotomy training, you get EKG training, you also get the medical billing and coding. You get everything, and there are certain injections that you can do. So you can draw blood and give injections. They just have to be within your scope. But you can do, like I said, you're a step away from being a nurse. You could probably go take a hybrid LPN class and be done, because you learn so much as a medical assistant. You learn injections, you learn EKG. I'm about to take my EKG certification next because I'm gonna get everything under my belt. But you're one step away from a nurse. You can literally do everything. You can take vitals, medical assistant, medication. Do a lot as a medical assistant.
Okay, so being a medical assistant, what type of things have you seen that you feel like the Black community didn't know, or that the Black community should learn, or you be baffled on who's your physician and you don't know this, or even do you have a physician? You know, I
Yeah,
mean, when you
I have.
see the Black community, I'm saying when you see the Black community and people don't know certain stuff.
I personally, I have a doctor, but I don't like doctors. I'm a lot of herbal medicine. Unless I have to go, I do not go. Just in the medical field in general, it's just a lot. It's medications. It's important to know. I'll say trust your body, because there's times where you can go to the doctor and you know what's wrong with you, and you can tell them what's wrong with you, but they don't listen to you because they have the degree. But you're right. Always get a second opinion. Because did you hear about the influencer that died? They diagnosed her with fibroids and actually cancer.
Right.
Know our bodies, so pay attention to your body. If what they tell you don't sound right, go get a second opinion. Sometimes if you feel like you're on too many medications, you probably are. Get a second opinion. You got one medication that's going to interact with the other one that's going to make it worse. Where it's supposed to be treating this is giving you a whole nother medical condition that you don't need. All those medicines aren't always necessary. Sometimes there's one you can take that'll solve everything, but they get paid off of what they give you. It's a business.
Of course it is. Of course it is. And
You know,
the big farm is one of the biggest business ever.
yeah,
So
like
yeah.
one thing's wrong with you and get paid for it, they're gonna tell you there's 101 things wrong with you. They want you to keep coming back. Trust your body and always get second opinions. If you've been going to the doctor for months, like people that have been sick for years, they keep giving you all this medicine, nothing's helping, and you're not getting better. Trust your body. I'm not gonna tell you to just get into herbal remedies, research it, listen to it. Don't just come off your medications, but coincide them together. Try the herbal remedies first and slowly wean yourself off of all that medication, and you'll see how much difference you feel. Also, watch what you put into your body.
Okay. So you believe in holistic health, correct?
I really do. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So let's get a little bit more insight about holistic health and why you believe in it and what it's done for you that you really didn't know it could do at first, and you had to study more, research more, and what are some conversations that you have with our people or just people in general?
um, One of the biggest things from me with personal experience, I suffer from high blood pressure. So when it spiked on me again, it was like back in, I want to say August or September. I started like feeling the pains on my left side, and I just didn't feel right. I know my body didn't feel right. And the only other time I ever had any hypertension was during pregnancy. Outside of pregnancy, I never had it. So I called my mom. I was like, "Mom, I don't feel right. Take me to the doctor." She know I don't like doctors. My blood pressure was like 179 over 200. They was like, you're at stroke level, but I'm still moving around. I'm going fine. So
Wow.
they put me on one medicine, but I ask questions. Like, now I've been off my blood pressure medicine for about 2 months now. I stopped taking it, but I researched like beets. Beets are good, so I'll do the beet juice. Apple cider vinegar is good, but I'll take it's apple cider vinegar, it's ginger, it's garlic, and it's lemon. Because a lot of times high blood pressure is fluid on your body. So most of the blood pressure pills they give you are diuretic. You can take water pills. You do have to watch what you eat. Exercise is important as well. You know, you'll see the older people when I used to walk, they'll be at the tracks walking for heart health. Exercise can cure a lot of what we have going on if we just take the time to do it. You know, we were younger, we ran around, we played, we didn't have as many health problems as we have now because we took the exercise out of our daily plan. You know, people only go to work out now to show how to make videos or to make content, but exercise is really important. Walking, but I researched different herbs. I even looked at the doctor's set plan and all, but I just researched what's good for your body, what's not good for your body. There's more nutrients in the skin than the actual fruit itself. So I will make my own teas. I'll take and boil the skins and make teas. It's a lot in holistic health, like just reading it and researching a lot. And fasting is great. You can fast and you will see a complete difference in your body, even if you only do it 2 or 3 days. Like it makes a big, like getting and detoxing, getting all that. We eat so much, we don't know what's in anything anymore.
Well, I just want to add this, you know, for people who don't know about America and what it has done to all people, not just black and brown people, but to all people. You know, if you have friends from other countries, and I do, and if you have friends that kind of like tap in with you, you know, like I got friends from Trinidad, I got friends from Jamaica, you know, I got friends from Norway, got some friends from Sweden, a couple of homeboys I used to work with when I lived in D.C. that was from Jerusalem. And, you know, they used to just tell me, it was like, hey, Jay. I was like, what's up, man? It was like, why is America one of the only countries that have preservatives in their food, man?
Everything.
They was like, man, you know, the preservatives cause diabetes and high blood pressure and cancer and thyroid and all the above. So I just wanted you to chime in on what people need to know about the preservatives and what they need to know about, you know, how our grandmothers and great grandmothers and grandfathers and great grandfathers, how they make sure they got vitamin D,
I mean,
and they sprayed out the toxins. So if you can chime in on that.
I would say definitely get a vitamin regimen yourself. Like you said, with us being in the United States, it's kind of hard unless you're growing your own food and grazing your own animals. It's there, you know. It's kind of hard to avoid, even with the hybrid fruits now in the grocery stores. So vitamin D is very important. I'll say go outside and get that sunlight. Grounding is good. That's good health too. Like taking your shoes off and just standing in the earth. It does a lot as far as healing your body as well. But I take vitamins. I have a whole case of vitamins I take every day just to keep. I take zinc. I take vitamin C. I take vitamin D. I take a lot of everything. I take probiotics because you want to keep your body healthy. We feel so sluggish and tired all the time because, like you said, we got all these preservatives in our body. We got all this stuff weighing us down. We eat these big old chicken wings full of steroids. Like, it's just a lot. So that's why I say fasting is important. And even like now, my weight loss group, we have a fitness challenge. We're doing intermediate fasting. I grew up in the church, so not eating does not bother me. My grandfather made us fast, so that's something I know how to do. But detoxing, I'll say you need to detox your body at least once a month. I do recommend people actually going to get the colon cleanse done. You need to clean your body out. A lot of the cancers and stuff, and the fat that sits in your stomach is just stored waste. We don't go to the bathroom like we're supposed to, so that waste doesn't get cleared out, and that's what sits and builds up and causes disease. You're wondering why your stomach's big or you're swollen and you're bloated. It's because your colon isn't cleansed out. So I even have my clients, I'll tell them, the girl here, she does this, she sells them in sessions, but at least once a month, detox or go get your colon cleansed out. Get all that stuff out of you. And like you will literally feel the difference the same.
Okay. And so with that being said, you're a phlebotomist, and you deal with all type of bloods. You deal with all type of. So if you're dealing with blood, you're dealing with DNA. All right. So when it comes to that, a lot of people say, they say, man, my genetics, my body structure is never gonna let me be small. And I say, but you can be healthy though. You know, you can be healthy. So let's talk about some of the blood types you see and what people don't know about their blood type.
So it's not even so much your blood type, it's your blood, it's your the DNA in your blood. Like I say, it may not, it's called weight loss DNA. Based on your blood type, and everyone is different, so I can't give a specific, but the foods you eat, even when you consider yourself healthy or dieting, may not agree with your DNA body. So that's why I say it is good. That's why most of the time, like the weight loss clinics, and I when I went to weight loss clinics before, I never understood why they'd be like, okay, after 30 days, if you don't have any up-to-date blood work for us to request, we have to do your blood work. And that's part of the reasons why different things play a role. Even if you have thyroids, your thyroids are either going to make you lose weight or gain weight. That's important in your blood work. But weight loss DNA is important because they can tell you if you're eating, like I said, if you're eating kale and it doesn't agree with your DNA, you're not going to lose that weight because you're making these smoothies or you're eating these salads. It's not, you're not going to lose. And like, you don't have to be small. Like I said, I've never been small, but I've been healthy. Like I've been thick my whole life. I done had hips and all, but I've been smaller. But it's not about being small. About, like I say, it's about being healthy. Like, and that does make a difference. If you're overweight, your blood pressure is gonna be up. That's when I know. So I said, okay, I've got to lose more weight because my pressure is spiking up. But it's good to get a weight loss DNA done to see what foods are good. It's kind of like having an allergy test.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, these foods don't agree with your body. You're not gonna lose weight based on this. Everybody is different. That's why I say you can't really depend on those fat diets and stuff because everybody's body is different. Everybody's DNA is different.
So when you talk about weight loss DNA, right? It seems like to me for a lot of people that'll be a foreign language. but the reason I'm gonna say this, even physicians don't talk about weight loss DNA.
They don't tell you.
You know what I mean? So when you say weight loss DNA, what is the format that you're speaking in so people can really understand what you're saying?
So weight loss DNA is similar to an allergy test. They're gonna draw your blood. They'll run a series of tests and they'll be able to tell what foods do and do not agree with your DNA. Kind of like how if you've ever waken up in the morning, and the women know what I'm talking about. You wake up with a flat stomach and you can eat or drink something and you swell up. It's kind of related to that, and that's really true. Or you can be feeling good all day, a certain type of food, and you just feel sluggish, tired. With the blood work, is gonna see what foods agree and don't agree with your body type, with your blood type. So it's kind of like an allergy test, but for your weight loss.
Okay, so what would one go to get
So the testing done.
Yeah. So cause I'm just trying to wrap my mind around it, cause I've had the experience to go to some doctors. I'm diabetic. I've had high blood pressure once upon a time, but I don't. In fact, I didn't become diabetic until I was 40 years old. So that just let me know that I'm not supposed to have it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that right there, DNA blood work, man. Like,
you
wow.
can, because if they don't tell you about it, they don't know about it. So it's something that you can request. Now most weight loss centers they'll do it. So we have one here called Be Light. It's different everywhere. I know some urgent cares have weight loss centers because they're all on the blood work. Because the weight loss centers really do want to help. They know, okay, if I get you losing weight, you're gonna come back even after you lose the weight, get the vitamins or whatever, like the B12 injections. So weight loss centers will do them, but you can request it from your physician.
Hold on. You just said something. So them injections that you're talking about to help you lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some women get them injections every Wednesday
Hmm.
for a long period of time. And in 6 months, I did not know who they were.
Yeah, they were. I actually have a brand that I created myself. So, only thing is, I'll tell people in general because I do post-op care too. I actually travel with my clients to go have surgery. If they go to Miami or wherever, I fly out with them. I'm their personal nurse. Even here, you can get the injections, but like I say, nothing is a one-stop fix. It's just like I've been on Adipex before. You've got to maintain. You've got to maintain it. So I got clients that they're like on their third round of surgery because they go get it done and they come back and they're still eating 20 chicken wings and they haven't changed any of their eating habits. So it's kind of like, okay, you just like spending money at this. But yes, the weight loss injections do work. A lot of people, like you say, people don't know your blood sugar, all of that, and not even calling you being diabetic makes a difference in how you store food, dispose of food. So most of the injections that these women are getting, besides mine is different, are actually diabetic medications. So the Ozempic, the Wegovy, those are diabetic medications that they're taking to lose weight. That's all it is. I'm spilling it.
Now, okay.
I'm spilling that little bean.
Now, listen.
That's what it is.
I was talking to a few people that's diabetic, right?
Right.
And they said, Jake, well, you diabetic, man. And so they be like, what you take? So I said Ozempic.
Mm-hmm.
So they said to me, how do you feel about these people who are not diabetic,
Taking it to lose
who,
weight.
who really don't understand the disease
Mm-hmm.
and don't care about disease? How do you feel about them taking Ozempic and then when it comes time for a person that's diabetic to get it, the pharmacy tell you that it's on back order for a month and you can't get it. So what is your theory, which you've been in the medical field, on that?
I don't agree with it if they're not diabetic. Now, like I say, I have a weight loss injection, but it's not a diabetic weight loss injection. My mentor paid for us to get with a chemist. It's different serums that are mixed together to give you the same effect. One that we use is called lemon bottle. If y'all want to research lemon bottle, but that's my thing. It's not fair because if you are diabetic and I'm over here getting this because I don't want to eat right, because that's most time that's what it is. They don't want to eat right. They don't want to work out. It's a quick fix. And then somebody that's really diabetic, they can go into a diabetic coma because they don't have access to their medication. And that's the thing with the weight loss part, they actually get it in higher dosages. That's why they're losing the weight like that.
Okay, so since we're talking about weight loss, what do you feel about sea moss?
I love sea moss. Sea moss is good anyway. Sea moss is good for just overall health. It can be put in smoothies. It's good for your skin. It's actually I have people. It actually helps with their monthly thing. I'm a big fan of sea moss.
Okay. Well, me too. All right, so you are a mother of five. You do some of everything. A person that wear many hats. So a mother of five. So we're gonna talk about. So you a business owner, and I know you talk to the youth because that's a part of your community development. Because your kids are with the younger generation. Um, Shout out to the Village Global Network. Thank you for tapping in. And what do you feel about what we see in society today as far as how society tries to shape the mind of the youth? And it's the biggest lie ever told.
My opinion, I raised my children the way that I was raised.
Okay.
That's the thing. Society took so much control away from the parents because what they consider child abuse was a normal spanking for us growing up. So they took so much power away from the parents, and the kids started having kids, and like this generation is just out of control. Like I see it every day. My kids are homeschooled. I took my kids out of school here.
So I'm definitely an advocate for the youth.
Yeah,
I love the youth.
I
I think they're brilliant, but I do think that a lot of them don't know how to tap into their brilliance because they haven't been shown.
They don't. Like I said, here I see a lot. Like I have 3 boys. Now my girl's father, he's a very active father, and he will do for all of my children. Outside of that, all my boys have is my brothers, which I'm having issues with them. I've always prayed for my brothers, and my brothers are very smart. one of my brothers, he actually suffers from depression and mental illness, so his is a little different. I got some brothers just as hard heads, but that's they don't have that positive influence. They don't have, and that's honestly, women, we cannot raise men. They don't have that male influence that they need. So it's kind of hard. It's only so much I can teach them as they want me. It's some things that I can't teach them that they're gonna have to get from a man. So I'm always looking for mentorship programs and different things. But I put my kids in homeschool about 2 years ago because my baby girl was in middle school and she would come home telling me, like, they got pages and stuff. They literally have fight pages where they're playing fights, and where they're now jumping in middle school, they're jumping them in and making them join gangs. It's not a choice. And I'm like, I'm not. And I saw my brother actually go through that. I was like, I'm not gonna do it for my children. So like my 15-year-old, like, he's always been smart. He's homeschooled. He actually built his own PC. He wanted a Xbox or a PlayStation 5. And I was like, okay, if my kids are good, I reward them. I will. So he's like, Mom, don't worry about it. He sent me a list from Amazon. My son built his own PC. I'm grateful that I have boys that want to be home. My baby's 9 and then my son is 14. They like to sit home, watch TV, they do their classwork and play their games. But like the outside, I actually see, it's these young boys are going to jail for murder, and like that one moment of not having somebody to talk to them. Like I know a 16-year-old, he's locked up for killing a 32-year-old man because they don't have any, and some of them do have it, but they get that influence their friends because their friends don't have it. Because you can raise a child up right, they're still gonna sometimes make their own decisions, but it's hard for me. I go talk to them. I go speak at the school sometimes. I tell them I done been where you were. You want to experience life, have fun, but there's really nothing in the streets anymore. It's dangerous, it's crazy. Like it's like a little boy last year here, 15. He was an innocent bystander at a party. And he's dead. He already had scholarships to college and stuff for sports. So it's really,
I seen that on the news. I seen it on the news, and they was talking about all these scholarships he had, like 14, 15 scholarships. Yeah, I seen that, and I seen different newspapers write up about it. Like I know the Augusta Chronicle read about it, but it was in the South Carolina State newspaper. The Index Journal, Greenwood, South Carolina had, the paper in Aiken had it. So North Augusta newspaper had it. So I seen that, and it's so heartbreaking. And what's more heartbreaking to me is how these kids have two different personalities.
Yeah.
How around their parents, they're most respectful, loving kids, but when they get out into the real world, they savage.
They're awful. Like these, even in school, I did education for a couple of years, and I was like, oh no, I cannot do this. I did pre-K and kindergarten, but we would have to interact for all age groups. And like it's even the parents like me. I know, like I said, I know my kids. My kids gonna be one way with me, but I don't know what they're gonna do when they're not home. So if a teacher ever called me and told me something, I'm gonna go see. These parents tell us we're lying, they cuss us out. Like it's no teamwork like it used to be. I was scared to get in trouble because Mama was gonna get me, Grandma was gonna get the whole family gonna get me when I get home. These kids not don't worry about that. You tell me, I'm gonna call your mama. Oh, she don't do nothing. Like that's just the attitude that they have. So like, all you can do is pray Daddy gets better, but it's so hard. And my baby girl, she always wanted to go somewhere and hang out with her friends, and I'd be like, no, because just like him, she was supposed to go to that party and she didn't go. I was like, you could be gone right now because you're at a party. The beef happening.
Right. Okay. I can dig that, and so what is your stance on the rebranding and the restructuring of the community? What needs to happen, in your opinion?
Me, it's gonna take a village. Like literally, here it's so bad. Like here it's with the guns. It's the guns. They don't fight anymore. They just shoot. And these are young. Today was senior skip day here, and it was a shootout at the park where they had their event at. Like it's the gun. So until we get some kind of gun control, as far as in my area, it's not gonna get better. It's the gun. I'm gonna tell you, it's two things. It's the guns and it's these fentanyl pills that's taking this generation. That's fake pills and these guns.
I can definitely concur and agree with you. And so, with that being said, how scary is that for a mother like yourself to really see what goes on? And sometimes it don't really have to be your children, but it hit home for
I never.
knowing somebody that grew up in the sandbox with your children and they not here no more. You know what I mean?
It's my son's cousin, as a matter of fact. Last year he died of a fentanyl overdose. Like that hit home. I watched him grow up from a little boy. It's a couple of young men that I know that I've known firsthand. My friend's fiance, he died the same way on the front porch, fentanyl overdose. These little boys that I know, like the little boy that's in jail for murder now, he used to date my daughter. Like I know these kids, so it's heartbreaking. And I like okay, all I can do is pray for my kids and talk to my kids and tell them, and hope that they'll make the right decisions. Like I say, most of my kids are home. My baby girl now, she let her be outside, as they say, but she's starting to understand a little bit more now. But the rest of my kids, even my 20-year-old, she's content with being home. She ain't gotta go nowhere. But that's my thing, or them understanding that I'm overprotective, but I'm overprotective for a reason. Like I say, with boys, it's very scary. With my girls, it's easy, but with my boys, it's very scary because they don't have that positive male figure in their life. All they can go about is what mama tells me, or when my brother is around in a good mental state and he talks to them. That's all that they have. So they don't really have anything outside of that. Now, as far as my boys and drugs, I think they'll be okay because that's what they saw with their father, and that's why we're not together and he's not in their lives. So that's probably, I want to say, a good thing, but they've seen that firsthand. But this ain't the route that I want to go. But I pray for my kids every day. That's how I was raised to pray. But it's scary to see, and it's like really bad out here because they're like, oh, so and so took a bad pill, and you're like, okay, they're only like 16 or 17. They're gone. Or so and so locked up for killing somebody, and he's only 15. Like it was two little boys here. I think last week they were getting transported to YDC, and they jumped the cop, took his gun, and yeah, they were considered armed and dangerous at 14 to 15.
Wow.
Shot.
Wow, that's wild.
It's that bad.
So we have Arthur Lynette Jewel checking in from the Charlotte, North Carolina area, but she's back home listening tonight from Maryland. So thank you, Arthur Lynette, for checking in. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And so as far as you being a serial entrepreneur, now you work for yourself full time. What's that feeling like? Like when you kind of sit back and think of all the work you had to put in over the years to get to that place. What is that feeling like? And I'm pretty sure you had a lot of talks with God, and you had a lot of nights of sitting in the corner and just crying
the baby and stuff. Because it's been a long journey. It's been a long battle with myself. The main thing that really made me step out, like all my kids are mama's babies, but it's like that baby boy, that baby girl are really mama's babies. And one morning I was getting up for work. And my baby boy, he comes in the room every morning. He'll say, have a good day working, mom. But he was in there one morning, and he was just in there praying. He was like, God, please don't let my mama have to go to work. Please let my mama have to go to work. Just let her work at home job. God, please let my mama stay home. And like that really hurt my feelings so bad because I'm like, well, baby, I got to go to work. I got to pay bills. So it came to a point of me praying and trusting God, and God telling me, how many times have I told you this is what you're supposed to do? If you trust and believe in me, I'm going to make way. And it started part-time first, and it kind of opened my eyes because I went part-time. I wasn't making the same money I was making before, but all my bills still got paid. So God was like, okay, if I can do that, what else can I do? I finally was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and let it go, which like I have a spa room now. As far as my body concerned, I have a spa room built onto the back of my house. So I've been showing and teaching my girls and already training them, but I'm 90% of my time is work or with my children. I'll go out and hang out sometimes, but I'm home with my babies. But that was really it because he was like, I just want you to work from home. I want you to be home like you used to be. But I was like, well, I got to pay these bills. You want me to quit my job, and I got to pay bills. But it was really out on faith and trust in God, because it's like you got to let your faith outweigh your fear. You can't tell God you trust him and not operate in that. So I had to operate in what I was saying. I'm telling God I trust him, but I'm still having that doubt in the back of my head, like, how am I gonna make this happen? God's telling me, if you trust me, I'm gonna make it happen. So that's what I had to walk on and stand on.
Okay, okay, okay. And so with being that entrepreneur, as far as your business, how do you market the business, and how well has others received you since you work for yourself when it comes to family members, friends, business associates, new clients, reoccurring clients, because you already had clients before you started working full time for yourself.
I have a very supportive circle, and like I said again, I'm a serial entrepreneur, so I don't just solely depend on my body contour, and I don't solely depend on my mobile lab. I did open my own home health agency, so now I have that business as well. So I'm gonna always have income coming in. So that's my new business venture I've just started. um, so I have my home health agency as well. Right now, I'm the only one doing clients. I am going to start hiring staff soon because I'm getting more requests for work. So it's gonna take me building my own team now.
Okay, okay. Hello, Kimmy K from the Village Global Network, operational director. Thank you for tapping in with us. And before we move further, the Chatterbox with King Jacob is brought to you by the Village Global Network and Zeno FM. We are currently now in 191 countries with additional monitoring with online radio box. So thank you guys for tapping in, and you will definitely hear the sound of Miss Tamika Smith, the voice, in 191 countries. And so we're definitely talking about her being a couture and body specialist, a phlebotomist, a medical assistant, a serial entrepreneur, and we have tapped in about holistic health and the herbs and the teas that you can make just off the peelings of, an orange, a pear, or just holistic teas you can make that's good for the body. You know what I mean? Because I used to see my grandmother, peel an apple, peel a pear, and I used to see her put them in the water and boil them, and I'm like,
What are you
what?
doing? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now that I've learned more about it, and I just used to see her pour it in a cup and just, sometimes she'd drink it hot, and sometimes she would drink it with ice. But I'm like,
And that's so my mom to this day. I was sick a couple of weeks ago, and she was like, "I'm gonna make you a hot toddy." That's all we used to have back in the day. You gonna sweat it out. They didn't have all these antibiotics and everything that we had now. Even my great grandmother, she used to make a medicine with garlic. It was garlic and so much other stuff, but she would give you that. It tasted awful, but you felt 100% better. My granddaddy, he was really old school. He give you some castor orange juice. Everything gonna come out of you, and you gonna feel 100% better. So, you
right,
need to
right,
go back to your roots and go back to the old ways of things. Like I said, I've always had my kids on vitamins. I also do the elderberry.
right,
I do elderberry as well. So I have pretty healthy kids. They may catch an ear infection or something every blue moon. During COVID, I had two kids that actually catch COVID, but they caught it from school. Asymptomatic. They were still running around driving me crazy. But I'm all into vitamins and herbs and taking care of your body. That's how I be like, now I'll fast a lot. If I feel myself getting sick or feeling sluggish, I'll quickly go on a fast. I'm like, okay, something got to come out.
right, right,
It's
right.
mentally and physically. So something got to get up out of here.
Okay, so with you being a new business owner and stuff like that, do you register? Have you registered with with the Small Business Administration Association and your local Chamber of Commerce?
I did the Small Business Association. I'm working on the Chamber of Commerce because I am looking into actually getting a small commercial space. They'll come out and do the ribbon cutting with you and everything. But it's a process. I want to be properly prepared to take that next step because that's two sets of bills now. I got my household and I have my brick and mortar. So I have registered with everything. I do a lot of networking too. I
I
travel.
see, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, because either you already been, or is it an event coming up in Columbia, South Carolina that you're going to?
I haven't told everybody yet, but I actually be teaching the Kendall class in Columbia. Yeah. um,
Okay. Okay.
business mentor, that's her cousin, but he's also a brand manager. So I'll actually be teaching. It's a sip and scent. and I'll actually be the guest instructor there.
Okay then. Okay. So what is it like for you being an instructor in different locations and stuff like that? Like what all does that entail? And are you booked consistently for that?
Okay, so like I said, instructing is something new. I just started this year. I love to teach. Well, I'll say the end of last year, because that's when I started actually teaching my lab setup classes around October. I actually love to teach. I love to interact. So it's I've actually been getting referred to the things that I do, even with the post-op care. Most of the girls that I go with for surgery, they'll tell their friends about me, so they book me. The Teddy, the I met him when we did a content shoot in Miami, and he's usually always in Atlanta when we have something up there. And he was like, I know you make candles. And he was like, how much you charge me? I gave him my price and everything. And he was like, okay, I got one more person to talk to. So he booked me for that. So a lot, like I said, a lot of what I get, even when it comes to clientele, is word of mouth for me. That's why I always try to be very transparent. I'm very humble. I'm very just customer oriented with my people, because that's your clients will market you. That's one thing people have to learn. So I always try to provide excellent customer service. They're going to be your brand ambassadors. Your paying customers will be your brand ambassadors. People always want to pay the brand ambassadors to get the ones that pay you are going to be your brand ambassadors. They're going to market you, because 90% of my business is word of mouth.
Right. Okay. So, um, if you can talk about Rawbeauties, right, and get people the website and just tell people what they can expect, and whether what you have reoccurring or something that you have new coming to Rawbeauties. You know what I mean? And because I see you, I see you out there, and it's definitely a lot of people that's really dealing with you, and Augusta and Thompson and Martinez and right there on Gordon Highway, and then you have the military base down there where it's going to be clients coming through, and so you got Bobby Jones Expressway where everybody's travel, so and I can see you putting up a billboard so people know where you at. You know what I mean?
It's coming. The website is www.rawbeautywellness.org. I spell Raw Beauty different because I'm very different. So that's RAWBEAUTIE. If you go to that website, everything is there. I'm separating things a little bit, but you'll go there, you'll be able to find my candles, because I do have my meditation candles, my affirmation candles, my zodiac candles there as well. You can also book your services there. So you can hit the book now. It's going to take you to my service menu of everything that I offer. All of my new products are there. I just dropped the lipo pills today. They are a detox pill. They are great. I had to try myself first. But my page is going to show you everything you need to see. There are external links that will lead you to my other platforms as well. If they follow me on social media, it's me, Smith, Rawbeautie Wellness, Rawbeautie Botanical. Those are my business pages. I also have Elite Sticks Testing and Elite Training Academy, which is my school. I am CPD certified now as an instructor for my classes as well. I go hard in anything I do. I don't like the half steps. So
Okay. And thank you, True Sister, for tapping in. I appreciate you. Flex Radio. Thank you for tapping in. And I would definitely make sure that you definitely get the website. I would definitely send that over to you. And so this concludes our evening, and Miss Tamika Smith, Meek, whatever you want to call her, Meek, like how as black people remix somebody's name,
right.
You know how we do. So it's been phenomenal. So I definitely want to keep up with you, see what you got going on. So another, maybe 6 months, I bring you back on to see what you got new, because I know you're gonna be creating some new endeavors as well,
Yes.
like you always do.
Drop on Amazon too. So
Okay, so give us the name of the book.
okay, so I dropped Urban Fiction. New one coming out is called Over My Dead Body, Love Gone Wrong. I write urban fiction. I have a few other titles on there. I have She Belongs to Us, Rain, The Baby Mama That Cried Wolf, and You've Been Warned. All of them are on Amazon.
And so, how many books you have in all?
6.
You got 6 books in all. And so, are we going to turn them books into any movies, TV series, web series? Like what?
I'm actually in with Jazz now to actually turn my books into movies.
You talking about Jazz Paul?
Yeah, that's my boy. We actually had a web series together back in 2017. It's called Who Was Wrong. I was in the first episode, and I did a few cameos in his other movies. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know Jazz Paul. Great guy. Super dope film director, videographer, and a super dope engineer.
He is.
Yeah, he is. So shout out to Jazz, man. Shout out to Jazz. So, but this concludes, man. Thank you for tuning in with the Chatterbox with King Jacob. Sponsored by Exquisite PR Firm and powered by the Village Global Network. We thank you for tuning in, and y'all make sure y'all keep up with Miss Tamika Smith, Meek. Just keep up with her, and I would definitely put her website in the chat so y'all can definitely check out the website. And peace and blessings. And I want to thank you for coming on once again. And you take care, be blessed, and always stay encouraged.
All right, thank you.